Howdy everyone, here Pyral, here with some more Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Last episode, we defeated Eldis, and now, all we need to do is chase after Master Greevil. And I'm very nervous, because I don't know if I'm prepared enough for this, but this is what my team is looking like. I think one last look before we take on the Master of Cypher, it would be a nice thing to do. Eugene, level 44. Everyone's moves are the same. Ellen, also level 44. Light Screen and Thunder Wave, I'm hoping to make a lot of use out of. Terry, level 44. I can see Confuse Ray being helpful as well. Libby, level 44. If Ellen is to be knocked out, Dragon Breath and Body Slam are nice alternatives for paralyzing things. Johnny, level 43. Fake Out is probably going to be the move I'm going to be using the most on Johnny. And Nina, level 43 as well. Charm and Intimidate together is going to be really, really good. And as for my items, I haven't restocked or anything just because that's just how I do things. Whenever I enter a dungeon, I don't leave until I'm done with it. So I haven't had a chance to like restock, which is kind of going to be a pain because I need to conserve as many items as possible. I'm gonna be careful like on how much I use here. You'll see what I mean by that, but this is what I have going in. And I'm very, very nervous, but we have to do this. So let's go. Ho ho ho, so you have even come this far. I had no idea that a mere child like you would pursue me this long. Professor Crane, data ROMs, and the lair, you alone derailed every one of our well-laid plans. Well, perhaps not just you. The news broadcast by OMBS did not help Cypher's cause at all. However, my Shadow Pokemon plan isn't finished yet. The final act is about to unfold. Having come this far, I think you've earned the right to know what I have planned. The creation of Shadow Pokemon that permanently resist purification. That was the first step. Next, I plan to create an army of Shadow Pokemon that work independently on my orders alone. When the second step is done, I will take over the world without having to rely on bothersome people. And now, let me introduce you to my faithful servant, the one that shall become the central figure in my Shadow Pokemon army. Come forth, XD001! Codename XD001. Now free of all adjustments, I present to you, Shadow Lugia! This Lugia is the first of the Shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified. Now, let us celebrate the completion of my Shadow Pokemon plan in advance. Fall prey to Shadow Lugia! And now we have Shadow Lugia. This is an incredible Pokemon. Very, very powerful. I could say a lot about this, which I will actually. So this Lugia here comes at level 50 with the ability Pressure. Very, very good ability. What it does is when you use a move on it, it's going to lower your power points by 2 instead of 1, which is very, very good for a Pokemon as bulky as Lugia. Bulk is basically what Lugia is known for. It can take hits really, really well, has a lot of nice little resistances, and it can also hit decently well on the special side of things. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. So its moves here, Shadow Blast, which we see here, it's a corrupted version of its signature move, Aeroblast, which has a high critical hit rate. It's a physical move in this game, because Aeroblast is a flying type attack, normally. And yeah, it does a lot of damage, especially if it does get a crit. It also has Shadow Down to get rid of or to lower defense to make Shadow Blast do even more, Shadow Shed to get rid of Light Screen and Reflect, and Shadow Storm, which is a nice special move for it to hit both of its targets. Very, very powerful Pokemon. It's what I actually recommend you use your Master Ball on. But I do have the Master Ball. And it's a guaranteed catch. You should use it on this, but I'm not going to. As dumb as this is going to be, I'm going to try to snag this thing the quote-unquote normal way, because every time I've played through this game, I've never used anything other than the Master Ball on Lugia. So, I figured I might as well try something different. Now, if you're like me, and you're trying to... that hurt. If you're trying to snag this thing the normal way, as a heads up, it has a catch rate of 3, which means that it's going to be, without getting into things, like with too in-depth into things, the lower the catch rate a Pokemon has, the more difficult it'll be to catch. And the lowest catch rate a Pokemon can have is 3, which basically means this Lugia is going to be a pain to snag. Now, with that said, I'm still going to go through with this. My strategy here, I've already paralyzed this thing with Thunder Wave, and now I'm going to be relying on Sand Attack, as cheap as it is, to make it so this Lugia can't hit me. And now, once I'm done using my Sand Attacks, I'm going to switch on over to Nina, because Nina has Intimidate and Charm, so Shadow Blast won't do as much. Light Screen is already in effect, so I don't need to worry about Shadow Storm too much. Shadow Blast is my biggest worry, and it could still get a critical hit even with, like, Charms and Intimidates. But, yeah. And now, we weaken this thing. Okay, it can live through another Thunderbolt. It's at level 50, so it does have that nice little level advantage over us. Plus, it's incredible bulk, so it is going to be able to live through another Thunderbolt. Unless I get a crit. Hopefully I don't. And also, because this thing is going to be difficult to catch, and it's just going to be, like, this battle is going to drag on, I recommend Timer Balls. Especially, like, later on, because Timer Balls, they increase in efficiency every 10 turns, maxing out at 30 turns. So once 30 turns have passed, then just chuck them away. Just chuck your Timer Balls. I have 3. So, yeah. Now, I'm gonna just try to... I'm gonna use some of my Ultra Balls. I'm not gonna try to use all of them, because I am trying to be a bit conservative of my items here. Including my healing items as well. But, yeah. And I'm switching over to Johnny here. Oh my goodness! Wow, 1 ball! Oh my goodness! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. 1 ball. Okay, then. Anyways, before I advance, I want you to listen to the song here, because it's a really, really good song. And I was planning on letting you listen to it if the battle continued to drag on, but... that didn't happen. I got lucky here. And let me say, this took a long time. This took a very long time. But I'll talk about that later. Just listen to the music. Because it's a good song. How dare you, child! How dare you snag my Shadow Lugia, my one loyal subject! There's nothing left, but I will personally see to the total destruction of your Pokémon. Fall! And now, Grandmaster Greevil would like to battle. He's not done yet. Also, wow, he's pretty athletic for an old guy being able to do flips like that. Anyways, he's gonna start things off here with Rhydon, level 46, with either Lightning Rod or Rock Head for its ability, because it's a Shadow Pokemon, we can snag it. Lightning Rod will draw all electric type attacks towards it. Rock Head will mean that moves that inflict recoil will work on it. So, like, it won't take the recoil damage. And it has the moves Shadow End, which I think ignores Rock Head, Shadow Down, Shadow Panic to confuse things, and Shadow Hold so it can't switch out. Rhydon here, it's actually a decent Pokemon. It takes hits really well on the physical side of things, and it hits really hard on the physical side of things as well. Bit on the slow side, can't take special hits, and it does have that 4x weakness to both grass and water. But honestly, it's not that bad of a Pokemon. Next up here, we're looking at another legendary. We have Moltres, level 50 with the ability Pressure, so moves that you use on it will take 2 PP instead of 1. With the moves Shadow Fire, a corrupted version of Flamethrower, it can inflict burn and it's a special attack, Shadow Shed, Shadow Hold, and Shadow Rush. Moltres here, on the other hand, really good Pokemon. It does have that drawback of being 4x weak to Rock, but it hits pretty well on the special side of things. It is kind of frail though, so I do want to be wary of that, but both of these are really, really good Pokemon. I'm actually like at a loss of what I should be doing. I think I'm going to send out Nina here for Intimidate. And yeah, Greevil. First Pokemon trainer. First trainer. I don't know why I said Pokemon there, but yeah, he's the first person in the entire series to use 7 Pokemon. He has a full team of 6 here, plus that Lugia that we snagged. Still, like, my heart is pounding from that. And I'm gonna risk a Thunder Wave here on Moltres. Maybe if this Rhydon doesn't have Lightning Rod. But yeah, first trainer to use 7 Pokemon. There is another trainer so far in the series that has done that, use 7 Pokemon, but I'm not going to get into that because that's a bit spoilery of other games. But this is a very, very tough battle. This is why I wanted to be conservative of my items. Thunder Wave. Okay, you have Lightning Rod. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Because now I have no way of paralyzing this Moltres until this Rhydon is out of the picture. Luckily, it's lowering its HP with Shadow End. So, Charm, and then Heal Up. This is also why I wanted to use, or save up on healing items, because I knew this was coming. This is a very tough fight. Especially if you're trying to snag Lugia without the Master Ball. Now we have this Moltres to deal with. Rhydon hits really hard. This is a tough battle. Okay, so what I want to do now, going in, Johnny here, I guess. And then I need to bring back Nina. Because, ooh, that hurts a little bit. I mean, it's softened up thanks to all those attack drops on it. And it's lowering its HP with Shadow End. I can appreciate that. I can't remember if I set up light screen or not. Hopefully I did. No, I didn't, because the last move that's selected on an L is Thunder Wave. So yeah, light screen. Moltres. I need to paralyze this thing. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm gonna need to revive Johnny as well. Luckily, I do have quite a bit of revives. In terms of, like, Hyper Potions and Moo Milks, I am a bit on the low side for how much I have of those. But, yeah. Shadow End. That's gonna hurt. Hit Ellen. No? Okay, then. Okay, now I need to heal up. And then I'm gonna go for the Pokeball here. Luckily, I have a lot of these, so I can snag the Rhydon. I'm gonna be using Ultra Balls on Moltres, just because that's gonna be a tougher thing to snag. If this thing can lower its HP with, like, Shadow End even more, that'd be helpful. But if I were to snag this thing right now, that would also help, because then I can just freely paralyze this Moltres. Okay, Shadow Fire is going to hurt. Please don't burn me. Critical? Really? Really? I don't like you right now. Actually, I probably should have gone for Terry, because Terry has Confuse Ray. Libby? Honestly, you're just here as a death fodder. Okay, can I get Static to trigger, please? No? Will Static even trigger on ground types? I don't know. Let's do this. And I need to bring back Nina. Nina has Intimidate. And then Johnny. Johnny can do some good here as well. I want this battle to be successful. After that one ball snag. Okay, good. Rhydon is out of the picture. Don't need to deal with that anymore. Next up here is going to be Executor, level 46 with the ability Chlorophyll, which means if Sun is out, its speed will double. And it has the moves Shadow Storm, Shadow Shed, Shadow Hold, and Shadow End. I'm a bit worried about that Shadow End without any attack drops here, honestly. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then... do that, Nina with Intimidate, and then heal up Ellen. Now, Executor here as a Pokemon, it does decently well with hitting both Grass and Psychic type attacks, since its special attack isn't that bad. It is a bit on the slow side, but overall, I can actually recommend Executor as well. It's a pretty nice Pokemon. Plus, like, you can give it moves like Light Screen and Reflect to make it a support Pokemon as well. You could do a lot with Executor, except for hitting with physical moves, but that's... of course. Of course. Okay, well, I still need Nina out. That Intimidate is gonna come in handy a lot here. Now, how much is Shadow End gonna do? That's what I'm worried about. Okay. Not bad. Revive. Revive is gonna be what I should do. Bring back Nina. And then... Thunderwave on Moltres. Moltres is... it's super fast compared to what I have out on the field. It's even faster than Terry, for crying out loud. Luckily it used up its turn, so now... whatever move happens... I can just... use Thunderwave on Moltres. Ideally, Executor would use Shadow End on Ellen, and trigger Static. But... things probably aren't gonna turn out that perfect for me. Unless... no? Oh, wow, 1 HP! Thank you. And Light Screen wore off. I should prioritize using Light Screen. Okay. Well, let's do that. Yeah. Prioritize that, making sure I can survive as much as I can in this battle, because this is, like I've said before, this is a tough battle. Okay, that missed at least. Okay. That... you must have a nature that must increase your special attack, because you're hitting really hard, especially like with Light Screen, like even in effect. So, yikes. Revive next on Johnny here. and Thunder Punch. Just because I'm worried about how much this Moltres can take. Okay, that's about where I want its HP to be at, honestly. And then Shadow Fire. How much will this do? Okay, it's gonna knock out Nina. And I still need Nina out. Because... those Intimidates! Those Intimidates are really good. Okay, I have a free turn with Fake Out, at least. So, let's use Fake Out on Moltres. And then... revive Nina. It's a shame that Shadow Fire does so much even with Light Screen out. But you know what? That's fine. I can deal with it. Okay. Now, let's heal up. Let's heal up Nina. And go for a snag here. Because Moltres is down. Like, it's in a really good range to snag it. So, hopefully this works. Please. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Nice! That's 2 Pokemon down. Next up here is going to be Tauros, level 46, with the ability Intimidate. Fantastic ability for it. With the moves Shadow Rush, Shadow Hold, Shadow Shed, and Shadow Sky. Tauros here is another really good Pokemon. It's a really good normal type, especially since it has Intimidate here. It's a really... Right now, it's going to be really bothersome for me, so... Especially since its attack hasn't been lowered. So what I'm going to do... Switch back into Nina to get an Intimidate down. And Thunder Wave it. Now... Again, Tauros is a really, really good Pokemon. Like, for normal types, at least. Plus, it can get moves like Earthquake. Just to give it even more type coverage. So, it's another good Pokemon I can recommend. And now, I don't need to worry about that. I do need to paralyze that Executor, because that's what I'm going to be snagging next. And I'm going to go for another Charm on... Or, not another, but a Charm on that Tauros. Light Screen is down. I don't need to worry about that. No, Executor has Shadow Storm, so I probably should set up a Light Screen. So, yeah, Charm that. And then Thunder Wave the Executor. And then I'll set up a Light Screen next turn. Okay, so I don't need to worry about Tauros hitting too much, because Shadow Rush, as consistently powerful as it is, it's not as strong as Shadow End, at least. Wow. Okay, then. So, I'm not too worried about that. Okay. I mean, Shadow Rush will hit more often than Shadow End will. Okay, I can't switch out. Good. Goody good. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, because... what I'm gonna be doing here... I'm gonna use Fake Out, because I have that guaranteed use of it. A guaranteed flinch. To lower... or to lower Tauros' HP. Revive you. And I think we're good for now. Okay, you're flinched. You missed. Okay, good. Let's see. I think I should revive Terry next. Yeah, I'll revive Terry. And then... I'm going to snag... I'm gonna snag Tauros. Not Tauros, Executor. Because look at this. Taurus's I don't know why I keep on saying Tauros, but Executor's HP is down pretty low and it's paralyzed. It's in really good, like, snagging conditions. And we did it! We snagged, not Tauros, Executor. Next up here, Articuno, level 50, with the ability Pressure. Which, it's supposed to be a bulky Pokemon, which is why, like, Pressure is a good ability for it, but, Anyways, Articuno has Shadow Chill, a corrupted version of Ice Beam, has a chance of freezing, Shadow Shed, Shadow Sky, and Shadow Rush. Articuno, it's supposed to be a bulky Pokemon, but it has a 4 times weakness to Rock. It can hit decently hard with Ice-type attacks once it's purified. It's alright. It's another good Pokemon I can recommend, but there's honestly better Pokemon out there, but it's still nice at what it does. Rock Tomb on Tauros. Paralyze Articuno. Articuno's gonna be a problem as well. Oh! Good. Good. That happened. Okay then, Nina. We're gonna need you out here again. Okay. Before I snag this Tauros, I need to make sure Articuno isn't a threat. So my plan here. Shadow Sky's away at least. So my plan of attack here. I need to bring back Ellen pronto. And then let's bite the Tauros, because maybe I can get it to flinch or have paralysis happen. Maybe. Maybe. Because that'd be nice. Okay then. Ellen, and then I'll heal you, but I'll also use Thunder Wave. Okay, good, you're paralyzed. Thunder Wave, and then I have Moo Moo Milks. This battle is actually going by really well so far, and I don't want to jinx things, but looking at how things are going that bad. Okay, you didn't target Ellen. I can appreciate that. Libby, death fodder. I'm so glad I have so many revives here. I would not survive this fight without them. Okay, good. That's good. Honestly, I think my next target is going to be not Tauros, but Articuno. I'm gonna try to snag that next. So, Thunder Punch, you should be able to live through that. Johnny, because Fake Out is gonna be handy here. How much will this do? I don't want to risk a critical when I'm so far into this battle. Okay. You didn't freeze me, at least. Okay, I don't plan on switching either, so that's good. I need to set up Light Screen and heal up Ellen. The Shadow Sky is gonna be annoying, but oh well. Oh well. I have 28 Ultra Balls, so Articuno, I should be able to snag it with one of those at least. Right? Right. Okay, so got that going. Don't need to worry about that. Shadow Rush. Your attack has been softened up, so I don't need to worry about that. And now... Huh. Let's... What do I do? We listen to the music. It's a good song. So while we do that, I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing. So enjoy. Okay, that's the music. It's a really good song. A really, really excellent final boss track. So, now my plan here is to just snag this Articuno. Then fake out. Luckily, Articuno is pretty low for its HP. Not too worried about that. Come on. I can do this. 1, 2, 3... Almost! Almost. This is a tough battle. Like I said before, like this one I was really, really nervous about, but right now, things seem to be going our way. Okay, let's do another one of these. And then I have another Moo Moo Milk here. Good. Exactly 100. Come on. Come on, Articuno. You know you want to be snagged. Come on, 1, 2, 3... Nice! Nice! Okay, on to Greevil's last Pokemon. Zapdos. Level 50 with the ability Pressure. Has the moves Shadow Bolt, Shadow Shed, Shadow Sky, and Shadow Rush. Shadow Bolt is basically a corrupted version of Thunderbolt. Has a chance of paralyzing. Now Zapdos here. It's another really, really fantastic Pokemon. Honestly, out of the other legendary birds we've seen, Articuno, Moltres, and now Zapdos, Zapdos is in my opinion, the best out of the three. It's fast, it hits really hard with special attacks, and also, its typing gives it a lot of nice little resistances, so it can actually function as a bit of a bulky Pokemon as well. Zapdos is really, really good. I like Zapdos a lot. Now here, Greevil has 7 Shadow Pokemon. That is a lot. Trying to snag them all at once in this battle. Especially Shadow Lugia, without using a Master Ball. This is one of the toughest battles in all of Pokemon, in my opinion. I'm struggling here. Luckily, I don't know how to I don't know what I'm trying to say. Luckily, things are, like, looking up for us now. That's basically what I'm trying to say, but... Like... This battle is really tough trying to snag all of these shadow Pokemon and without knocking them out. Trying to survive? Trying to conserve your items? This is really, really tough. And I need to lower this Taurus's HP down a little bit more. I should probably, like, use Rock Tomb or something. Oh, no, that worried me a little bit. Okay, well... Yeah, like, trying to not knock these things out, it's really, really tough. But... Honestly, I like this challenge a lot. I love doing this. And... That was my first time snagging Shadow Lugia without using the Master Ball. It's interesting. I need to go for another Rock Tomb here, just to do something. But now, like, luckily things are looking up for us at this point. Not counting that miss. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the knockout here. Eugene, you probably have our least damaging move here with Quick Attack, so I'll do that. And I'm not planning out on switching either, so I don't need to worry about this. But yeah, this battle can drag on as well. Like, I haven't cut anything out, and this battle has been going on for a long time. Huh. Okay, so... Right now, I can't switch. Not that I want to. Quick Attack on Zapdos, and Rock Tomb on Tauros. As long as Zapdos' HP is, like, in the red, I think I'll be fine. Rock Tomb, I don't know how much this will do either. You're in the red. Good. You're gonna be the next thing I snag. Now, what I want to know is where Greevil got Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Lugia. I have no idea where he got these things. Because these are legendary Pokemon, for crying out loud. But, you know what? Wow, Eugene is barely hanging on here. You know what? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with how things are turning out right now. I should... I should use a Hyper Potion here. And then... snag the Tauros. We're doing really well. Also, I like how Greevil's team, not counting Shadow Lugia, they're all really good Generation 1 Pokemon that did really well in their heyday, like back in the Generation 1 days. Especially like things like Tauros, Rhydon, the birds, and Executor to an extent. Like those are, like back in the Generation 1 days, those are really, really good Pokemon. And they're still really good now. But, like, he has a team of, like, his team is really, like, well built here. Okay, Shadow Rush. I don't know how many attack drops this thing has now, but it shouldn't be living through much. I need to bring back Ellen, though, because Light Screen is a move I'm definitely gonna need. Things will definitely be easier once I do snag this Tauros. So, come on, let's do this. I have 21 Ultra Balls with Tauros' name on them. And then Ultra Balls are going to be reserved for Zapdos. So, come on. You know you want to be snagged. Please. 1, 2, 3. Nice. That's 5 Shadow Pokemon. Technically 6, counting Shadow Lugia, but all that's left is Zapdos. So, My idea here is... First off, I need to... Let's bring back Eugene. And then, let's try to snag this thing. Let's try. And if not, then I'm just gonna cut away until I do snag this thing, because this is all that's left. All I need to do is just set up light screen, maybe whittle this thing's HP away with like quick attacks, but like this is all that's left. So, it's a shame you knocked out Johnny, but like all I need to do is just like survive this fight, like use healing items while trying to snag this thing. So yeah, I already had a light screen set up. Well, I just need to set up another one then. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut away until I finally snag the Zapdos. One, two, three. No need to cut away. Nice! And we defeated Grandmaster Greevil. My heart is racing. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Also, your eyes creep me out. Just saying. But we snagged 6 Shadow Pokemon at once. Oh my goodness. I'm proud of that. How? A mere child crushed my cherished plan. What? This can't be. It's your fault. I won't forgive. There's no forgiving you. Grandmaster, we're done here. We should blow up Dark Isle with a child still on it. But if I did that, our Shadow Pokemon data and our subordinates would be lost as well. Grandmaster, such things can be replaced. We must ensure our own survival. I've readied a helicopter for our escape. We've got to leave now. You're right. Wait. Please wait. You're willing to sacrifice everyone so you can escape? You should be ashamed. Ashamed? Clinging to foolish pride will guarantee Cypher's demise. Cypher must survive. That is our first duty. The Grandmaster feels the same way. Yes, for Cypher's sake, sacrifices must be endured. What are you saying? The Shadow Pokemon Factory has been destroyed. XD001 was defeated. Nothing remains of Cypher. Silence! Cypher will live forever. If only this child hadn't. Grandmaster, please give the order to blow up Dark Isle. Yes, it can't be helped. Don't begrudge us, child. Stop. Let's put a stop to this. Father. Don't call him Father. Call him the Grandmaster. Father, you've lost sight of what is important. You've got carried away by this whole Grandmaster nonsense. It isn't possible to take over the world by producing powerful Pokemon. Just think of this child. This child's pure heart won out over XD001. We were in the wrong. Silence! 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 Why aren't you showing some spine? We've come so far! Cypher is finished. Father, you yourself should know that more than anyone. Oh. Now please, stand up. This is how it should be. The laws of the land will render judgment on what we've done. Oh, everything I did, all of it was a mistake. Thanks to your courage, we are finally able to wake from our nightmare. Thank you. You'll have nothing to fear from us ever. You should return home to your family. Let us meet again too. The next time we battle, it won't be as mortal enemies. I'll look forward to it. And that is Pokemon XD. There is still a little bit left for us to do, but we'll save that for next time. Anyways, this final battle, let me just say, this was super stressful. Also, I love this credit sequence because we get to see like a bunch of different Pokemon here throughout, like that we've seen like throughout our adventure here. But this final battle, oh my goodness. There were so many failed takes of this final battle. Not all of them were saved, but yeah, it was really tough. Sometimes I would snag the Shadow Lugia. There was actually one attempt where I snagged it with a Luxury Ball. That was actually really cool. But then after that, I would just get like a critical hit and knock out the thing against Greevil's other Pokemon, meaning I would have to start over because I wanted to snag all of them at once. But then there was times where I was just not happy with how many items I was using against Shadow Lugia, so I would just restart. And it just took forever and ever. I don't know how many attempts it took in total. I think like 7? I think this was the 7th attempt, and it was successful. And I'm really glad that I don't need to worry about that, because oh my goodness. Now, if you were to like knock out any of Greevil's shadow Pokemon, Mirror Bee won't have them. It'd be weird if he did, but like, you can rematch Greevil anytime, just return to City Dark Isle, and the game will treat it like you haven't fought him before. I mean, like, there'll be some changes to dialogue and whatnot, but like, he'll have the shadow Pokemon that you failed to snag, and if you did snag any, then he'll just replace him with other Pokemon, which we'll go over at a later time. But yeah, if you don't need to worry about like failing to snag a shadow Pokemon, because you can just fight him again and again. But I am glad that that headache is done. This was a tough ordeal. It was a very tough ordeal for me to go through. But I'm glad it's over, and I'm very satisfied with how this final battle went. But these credits are done. And there's still more of this game to experience. So, with that done, I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Later.